Hey, welcome to this Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts gameplay video. If you love the era of naval warfare when castles of steel ruled the waves, then don't miss a minute of what's coming up. Hey, welcome. It's time to play some Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. We're going to continue playing with heavy cruisers today. I thought about some of the fun I've been having lately and the struggle I've had with accuracy. And if you've been watching the videos, I'm not going to go over all that. If you've been watching the videos, you know I've been holding forth about different things in the game, and it's got the scratch in my head about, and even my nose. You got the scratch in my head about it, and began to wonder if what I was seeing was maybe okay because I was building ships with a particular towers and things that were affecting my accuracy, and no matter what year I put it in and what other fire control that I added. So I thought, let's do a Baltimore heavy cruiser. You just don't get much more modern heavy cruiser than a Baltimore. I mean, this thing's served on for decades after the war, converted to missile cruisers. Just a fabulous ship. And so that's what we're going to do today. We're going to build us a Baltimore-class heavy cruiser, United States heavy cruiser. And we're going to take it against a Japanese cruiser. And we're going to see how it plays. So this is as much playing with the game and testing as it is gameplay. So what do you say we get after it? But before we do, it's the YouTube ritual time. And that is, I sit here on a Saturday afternoon drinking, well, it's done now, cold coffee and building these videos. And if you like them, then you at least consider subscribing, liking, sharing, and commenting. That's what helps the channel. That feeds the algorithm. That's why I keep coming back here and doing it. It's either that or I got nothing better to do. I'm not shit. You choose. You decide. And anyway, I appreciate everybody who's done those things. So finally, if you really do like the channel and you want to show me some appreciation of consequence, then you can buy me a cup of coffee. There's a link in the description. Right, so off we go. Let's get this set up. United States, Empire of Japan, 1940. Let's step it back to about 20,000 yards. No battle cruisers, nothing else. This is testing. This is maybe building a treaty class battleship on an appropriate hull. Sticks me with superstructures that screw up my accuracy no matter what other technology I put on it kind of test. Now, I think we need to unlock this and then go design it, and I'm not going to drag you through it because for one thing, I inevitably, that's a big word, inevitably forget which hull to use, and I build and I stop and I build. It ain't pretty. Let's get it done. We'll come back and review her, and then we'll take it out and make with the shoot bang fire. I'll be back in just a moment. Well, okay, here she is. She's a little heavy, and she's got a bit of an aft weight offset that I'd love to, well, I probably can fix, but it shoves that forward turret forward so far that, boy, it does fix it though, doesn't it? Except when it decides to get sideways. Here, I'm not sure that's a good idea, but anyway, got a bit of an aft weight offset. She's very pretty. She looks about right. She's got the right number of secondary guns in more or less the right places. She's really big. I mean, it takes one of the big hulls and makes the hull's so big it makes the 8-inch turrets look small. There's a lot of decisions here that I've made. She's good for 33 knots. A lot of decisions I've made here that are, oopsie, we don't want that. That screwed everything up. That are based on why not, so, we could save a little weight by throwing in an auxiliary 3, whatever. She's got the best possible armor because, well, she was launched in 1943, I think, something like that. I'm thinking she would. All these things, to some extent, are inferences and guesses. Electrical turrets. I don't know if she had electrical turrets or advanced hydraulics, or if she had electro-hydraulic turrets. I don't know. We just go with this. Semi-auto. She had some pretty rapid-fire guns, and I'm not at all certain that that shouldn't be auto. Throw it in there for fun. Rangefinders, some sonar, Gen 2 radar. I feel okay about the armor, the belt extended look okay, the deck looks okay. I left the deck extended at default. Conning tower looks okay, so does the turret top. I didn't see that, but my habit is to usually make the turret top what the deck is, unless I have evidence otherwise, and I left the secondaries at default. She's handsome. She's relatively balanced. She's a little overweight, and she looks a lot like, although not exactly like, a lot like a Baltimore. So what do you say we take her out and see how she does against an advanced Japanese cruiser? I'll tell you straight up, that means we're going to be dodging torpedoes like mad. We get hit. That'll fix us up. We'll know what we shouldn't do is just get hit by Japanese torpedoes. I got that part figured out already. All right, we're at 17 kilometers. What does our opponent look like? She has 8,000 torpedo tubes. I count a... No, that's not a dozen. That's 14 in a broadside, plus a dozen big guns. Yeah, this is going to be exciting. Baltimore has not decided to start shooting at her. We'll probably have to change course and begin to close her a bit before that'll start happening. But that many torpedo tubes. What are you going to do until they give us the ability to set... Oh, look, she's already shooting at us. Yeah, we're in trouble. We have yet to give a chance to hit, and she is loading on us. So we're going to have to really turn into her now. We got to get our armor angled, and we're going to have to close the range so our guns can get in the game. I played this earlier, something very much like this, and there we go. And actually beat the Japanese cruiser eventually through a whole bunch of torpedo avoidance. Let's see how she's looking for the screenshot. For my little screenshot fetish. I wish the sun was low. The sun is high in the sky. For 11. And we just have to live with that. All right. This approach is dangerous because that makes turning away from torpedoes really challenging. Got a 2% chance to hit, and we're still aiming. I had a fire control advantage last time. I don't think that's true this time. What we're going to have to do is slow down. And you have to excuse my my coughing situation. Boy, isn't that fun. Nobody's gotten any hits yet, but I'm expecting the Japanese to get the first hit. That is clearly the way it goes in the current setup here. We're about to, we're probably well within torpedo range by now. Oh yeah, clearly within torpedo range. So that's going to be a big deal. We are not settling in on a real accurate, which tells me she must be really fast. She must be very fast. 3.2% chance to hit. Oh, whoa, did we actually get first blood? It says we've had 5 out of 128 hits. Okay, 4 were blocked. 1 partial penetration versus 7.1 inch. She's well armored too. But hey, that was unusual. Getting the first lick in. We see torpedoes. We're just going to have to break the starboard because breaking this way will get us killed. Got another hit. I don't think she's scared of us just yet. Okay, we've got some details here. She's really not terribly, the armor, roughly equivalent. She's not near as big as we are. She's making 29.5 knots, so she might be faster than us, I guess. Top speed 20. We are faster than she is. She's got a boatload of torpedoes, some of which have already fired. Go figure. And 9-inch guns, which is scary. Okay, we are going to change course right now, because this fight will be over rapidly if we get hit by torpedoes. It's going to be an interesting dance, since we have gotten hits but of no real consequence. She's going to launch torpedoes again, causing me to dance again. I should have waited. I should have waited. Whoa, we have closed the range. Something fierce. This is... Okay, she has done the torpedo thing again. Here we go. I'm surprised we haven't seen them yet. And by the time we get on course, she's going to have launched torpedoes again. We've taken 3 hits for very little damage, and all from her 4-inchers, which is kind of interesting. Okay, let's hit the gas to get us through this turn faster. Looks like our 8-inch mounts are coming around nicely. One of the advantages of the modern mounts. Alright, here's something to look at. What are we curious about? Now, I just got finished doing a lot of maneuvering, so we're still aiming. She's got a 4.4% chance to hit. We had a 4.1% chance to hit in the midst of all this maneuvering. So it appears that our extraordinarily modern fire control is actually getting us something today. Not all turrets have come around. That's really interesting. It is really interesting. I like this picture. If the wind was such that the flag was more obvious, I'd be even happier. I want to be able to see that guy on the horizon. I don't know why I'm tilting my head. Yeah, that's really pretty. I don't think there's another... there's no angle. There's no angle as interesting as that one right now. So, I think we have a superior gun platform here. I'm not sure how that'll break out. We're fixing to have torpedoes launched again, so we maneuver again. And the truth is, I think we're probably better off at range anyway, so Let's open the range a bit and avoid the torpedoes. And we're pretending that our lookouts are seeing the flashes from the launches, you know. That's a stretch, I think. Alright, we went from about a 9% chance to hit to a 2. Alright, whoa. Now we're really going to bring it around this time. And we're going to hit the gas. Hit the gas. We're going to open the throttle and play the circle game. Yeah, let's do it like this. Hopefully this little circle thing we just did will throw off the timing on the torpedo launch, and we won't have to worry about them, and we can settle in on a nice steady course and get some gunfire in that counts. We've hurt her a little bit, but right now basically nobody's taking any significant damage. And slow her down a little bit more. Once again, concerned about... Man, we're hitting her with the 5-inchers. Alright, we're at 12%. She's at 8. That's 50%. That's real. That's really significant. Ouch. Of course, then she just pounded us. The RNG will get you every time. 13%, 8.5%. Actually, she's got advantage right now. She's hurt us a tiny bit more than we've hurt her. Oh goodness, that's just breaking my heart. We're hurting her torpedoes. I don't know if that's obvious. Yeah, it's... Those things aren't a flaming hole on the deck, that I don't believe they won't be launching on us again. Nice hit that time. 14%. If we could just settle in. Right now we're trading blows pretty evenly. We've taken steering damage. That could be critical. Yeah, actually she's getting ahead right now. I don't know, on balance this is fairly even. Okay, we got our steering back together. I'm going to turn a little bit and get a little more angle on these, on our armor. Get a little more effective armor going here. With this fire control advantage we have, we're about to get torpedo nonsense again. This fire control advantage we have, opening a range is not a bad idea. Alright, she has launched torpedoes again. And we are going to react to that again. Don't want to be where her torpedo directors expect us to be. Just take the opportunity to open the range. Uh, 86%, 90%. This is a fairly even battle right now. Advantage to her because of 18 jillion torpedoes. I mean, look at that. She's got 60. Yeah, there's 100 torpedoes in the broadside, it looks like, to begin with. It's insane. It's just insane. 86. We're slightly advantaged here. Alright, let's bring it back. Hopefully that course change made enough of a difference. We'll get all the guns back online here. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. Let's take a look. What is she doing? Looks like she's pretty much just steaming in a straight line, taking the spanking. And handing one out too. So this isn't exactly a fleet action. We aren't controlling, you know, torpedoes of. We're not destroyer flotillas and all the tactics that go into that right now. We really are just, from my point of view, what I'm doing. I'm just seeing what's going on if I really all but max out a modern U.S. cruiser on a modern hull with modern towers and take her against what the AI builds under the same. Now, I learned much to my regret that spotting that one torpedo doesn't mean that's it. There could be a string of them that wide. So, as much as I am reluctant to do so, we are going to turn. She's about to launch again. So, we're going to turn away from that bunch. And we're going to watch her. There they are. If that's all there is, that's not scary, because we've got a good angle on them. One, two, three, four. She's launched again. Fine. And she's going to launch again. She's got so many. No, do it. The captain can't make up his mind. She's got so many launchers that are launched. They are putting the weapons in the water asynchronously. I like that's a big word. Asynchronously, so that we're spending all our time dancing. Because that torpedo launcher right there will have guys in the water about the time that we get this maneuver under control, and then we'll be dodging torpedoes again. If I just had my way about it, I'd say no torpedoes for you. I'm looking to test something else. But that would be give us, you know, far too much control. All this maneuvering's taking our gun out of the game while the mounts come around to bring them back online. And once again, let's get the cough button going. Excuse me. If we could just settle in and take advantage of our fire control advantage, I think we'd have a pretty good chance. But as it is, all this maneuvering and her ability to stay nice and steady and unthreatened is balancing that out nicely. But we seem to aim awfully fast. Now, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention, but they might have gotten some torpedoes off at us in this direction. So we're going to steam this way for a while and see if we can. Boy, she comes up to speed too. She accelerates like mad. See if we can take advantage of our rate of fire and our ability to aim quickly. So right now, again, we've got a big fire control advantage. We're about to have torpedoes heading this way for sure. The game will not last long enough to exhaust her torpedoes. She may run out of 8-inch gun ammo before then. We may run out of 8-inch gun ammo before then, because we're spending so much time. There's some nice hits. Damage on torpedoes. I'm for that. But you watch. It's going to happen right here. Whoops. And she's put them in the water. Alright, here we go. And once again, we're not going to have much time on a steady course because those freaking launchers that have 50 more torpedoes are be ready to launch soon, and the other torpedo launcher that has only 8 is ready to launch now. This is crazy torpedo stuff. AI builds crazy stuff. But we got a slight advantage right now. It's not huge, but I think when we settle in on a stable course, and look at her accelerate, then her modern fire control really begins to shine. So maybe I'm learning something here. Maybe the designers actually do have an idea what they're doing, and all my grunt, grunt, groan, groan was not as well informed as it ought to be. I really want to turn. I want a little more angle on her. Those are big guns. Big ouch. I really want to show some. I really want to get my protection angled a little more here, and not be closing the range when there's all the dangerous torpedoes out there. There was a nice hit. If we could just have a gunfight, I think it's clear that short of a freakish roll, that we are advantaged, and we would pick her apart. As it stands, the torpedoes are taking me out of the game 25-30% of the time. I'm at really low percentage chance to hit, or I'm not shooting at all because I'm swinging the ship around wildly and the turrets can't train. Ouch. Still, given our advantage, she's giving our steady state advantage. We're just not able to use it as well as we ought to be able to. She's forcing us to play so it averages out a lot closer to even than I like. But we needed some penetrations at her waterline to light her up. Oh, she got one on us. As soon as I say that, karmic retribution. She's about to put torpedoes in the water. We ought to see that. Any second now. Yep, I missed it, but they're on their way. Oh, we got some nice hits there. All right, turn away. We're gonna do the only thing that's gonna keep us in this fight is not having gigantic holes blown in our hull by 22.5-inch 50-knot torpedoes. Steering damage. That would be cool if I had torpedoes to take advantage of it, wouldn't it? We will steam away from her. We still ain't got any flotation hits on her. We've recovered what flotation damage she did to us. These modern ships are dangerous and they are resilient. And she just put more torpedoes in the water. Okay. Time to get serious. Oh, that way. Captain can't make up his mind, helmsman. Oh, good. I've got things to fix. And we got us a mess here. This is what we're going to do. I've had some uh-ohs. Pause. And I'm going to do a couple of little tricks here to hopefully get everything right since I screwed up. And this will all be edited out, I hope. Or not this, but anyway. There. It probably was unnecessary to play the game I just did by racking the shutting things down and starting the recording again. But yeah, I wish they would give us, I wish they would change this thing so you can't accidentally window out. Drives me crazy. That's going to be really a lot of extra effort on my part to make this video. Okay, coming back around. Settling in on a good course. I think we need to do this to get that aft turret in the game. And of course this is screwing up our aiming, something ferocious. Yeah, right now it's a lot more even than it ought to be. Uh-oh. I went through that turn so fast because of the torpedoes they have. There's more torpedoes. See, there they go, right there. There are more torpedoes on that heavy cruiser than a flotilla of destroyers. Yeah, four destroyers don't pack as many torpedoes as that one does in a broadside. Just crazy AI builds. What I wish would happen is we get a hit that would take advantage of that and blow her all to pieces. Oh, flooding hit. And we've actually taken something of a lead here. See, we've got almost 12 to 14, 13 to 4%. If we could just stay steady, we would shoot her to pieces. So that's the goal. She's actually got serious flooding. So clearly the Baltimore is superior design as far as a gun platform than the Umori. Umori is still quite dangerous because of those torpedoes. But if you design with the modern hulls and the modern superstructures, look, she's flooding like mad. Wow, this is a big deal. This isn't trivial anymore. She's getting good and hurt. Looks like she's starting to pump herself dry though, so it was dramatic, but not, at least at this juncture, decisive. Fixing to have to deal with torpedoes again. Look at that, she's about pumped herself dry. Yeah, she's good. But she's taken a lot of structural damage, which is, again, it's affecting her ability to hit back real. I guarantee you, I've been there. She's taken enough damage structurally that her accuracy is being severely affected. I'm not sure how much her torpedoes take that problem. I would think all the directors would be affected, or at least have the ability or the potential to be affected. But she has pumped herself completely dry. Still got steering damage, which would be a big deal if we had torpedoes. But we don't. I have to just watch those torpedo launches. We need a dramatic hit. Somebody needs a dramatic hit. Well, that was a nice one. Alright, we watch these dials right there. One's gone, the other one's gone. I feel okay about staying on this course for a short time to continue getting our shots in. There was a good one. All the guns are still engaging, so I'm going to stick with this a little bit. And off. That's maneuver. We're actually we've shot up a pile of ammunition. Yeah, we're getting 5-inch hits. She doesn't look too bad for somebody who's taken the pounding she's taken. Looks like all her main guns are still in the game. Let's get settled. And on save, okay, she's 3.7, so looks like we're going to have to go back to normal to get the big guns in. And we have another run. We have another run. And this is how it's done, or at least it's the way I figured to do it. Thump, thump, thump. Yeah. That's not a very interesting shot. I'm afraid not. Baltimore. We are picking her pieces. She hasn't hit us hard in some time now. We've hurt her so bad that her accuracy is something ferocious. In fact, she doesn't even seem to be returning fire with her main guns. Neither are we. We shoot all those things. Hey guys, I mean, at least in the same general direction. We're dropping, well, it looks like we're dropping main gun rounds. Yeah, well, you know, I'm not complaining. Oh. I'm going too fast. Get our accuracy up. Watch those torpedoes. She's down to 24 knots. She ought to be easier to hit. Up to 15%. She's at 4.1. If we have enough ammo and we don't get torpedoed, this can only end one way. So we have learned, I have learned, that the difference between a Portland-class cruiser, and this cruiser is superstructures, and they mean something. It really does. That modern superstructure is more than just the way it looks. And you can hang all kinds of modern fire control on an older ship, and she's still going to suffer from her technological base. And I can't, you know, I'm no expert. I can't say that's brilliant and is exactly right, but I can say that is just not an unreasonable thing. So, what the heck? I just wish we could really hurt her, but she's well armored. So we're getting a lot of hits here that just don't much count. And we're about to expend all our ammunition doing it. Torpedoes soon. 6.7 kilometers. And torpedoes soon. Oh, we got the flooding hit. She'll deal with that without any big issue. And she's got torpedoes away. All right, we'll wait a very short time, but we will wait. Cannot be seen. That's reasonable. But those things are well and truly on their way. We're going to open the range. Quit wasting ammo if we really lose our ability to hit her through the maneuvers. Yeah, she's pounded now. She's in real hurt. We really, the last couple of salvos, I wasn't paying close attention. She's really seriously hurt. She's still got another salvo of torpedoes that she can put on us. And I expect to see them. And that's going to force us to maneuver again. And there they are. Got her big guns on save. She's managed to control her flooding. And we're going to come around and hopefully deliver the coup de weenie. And finish her off and have demonstrated something about the system that I've been curious about. I am very happy. I am very, very happy. This is interesting. We're a long ways away from worrying about torpedoes. For some reason, she's got some launchers that are probably damaged, and they have not launched in a while. We're up to a very high chance to hit again at a little over 7 kilometers, and a good flotation hit or two. If we could just put it on her. We have used 1,000 rounds of ammunition. That part, I don't know this again. I just have this gut feeling that the ammunition allowed in the game is, there's the torpedoes, is probably, it might just be a little high. Certainly ready ammo is. Okay, we hit her hard that time, and we're done. Well. The Great Fire Control Mystery. The Great Fire Control Mystery is revealed. These superstructures are a big deal. So you can say it's 1940, but if you use a hull that is restricted to older superstructures, you can hang all the radars and stuff you want on it, and that will help. But it looks like the superstructure hit is, and perhaps even, I mean, we look at the hulls. Stability, hull form. I'm not sure if that affects. accuracy, but stability I know does. So a more modern hull, a more modern superstructures are the two things that stick out big time on what might have been going on with those treaty class cruisers, and I say that in air quotes because let's face it, I've said it over and over again. You're just kind of approximating anyway, but that's what's going on. I'm saying the same thing over and over again, aren't I? Uh, uh, did you understand? Do I need to say it again? I'm sorry. Blah. I'm trying to convince myself, and you guys are suffering for it. Well, we've been going on for about 40 minutes, maybe almost 50 minutes. I think that does it. Hey, I had a lot of fun. I learned something. I hope you did too. And as always, I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you again real soon. Hey, thanks for watching. If you click on that picture of very young Waz, you'll be subscribed so you'll never miss another video. Then click on that bell notification button, and please share and comment. See you again soon.